Hi, welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. I'm Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for the Divine Feminine. Let's call in spirit with some wind chime time. I hope you're all enjoying your day so far. We're going to start off, per usual, at least lately, with the Tattoo Tarot and identify the two energies we're working with in the reading today. Okay, so the first card out is the Hermit, and this card can speak to somebody who is taking some time to themselves. Maybe they're carrying a secret, maybe they just found out a secret, but either way, they're needing to have a little bit of time to themselves to really kind of process the information that they've received or the events that have just occurred. So I kind of felt like this was the masculine energy. I actually, in my head, asked Spirit who the masculine was. But King of Wands is the additional energy that goes with this, or card that goes with this energy. And so we're talking about somebody who, interesting by the way, both of them have a light source in the card that is transfixing them. The King of Wands generally is somebody who moves a little bit faster. So like the Knight of Wands, for example, is known for a little bit of speed versus Pentacles being slow. And in this particular deck, the King of Wands is focused on that fire because he's got a passion that has motivated him. He's kind of frozen in fear. I don't know if you can see that. The expression there is not necessarily one of confidence, and you're a king, so you'd think you'd have that down, but this masculine energy is somebody who's taking a little bit of time to figure out the right course of action and use his intuition. I just had the Ace of Swords flip over but not come out. The Ace of Swords in this deck has a man with his brain exposed and his eyes closed. And in this situation, I think it would be pretty logical if that was referring to somebody who's got to use their gut. And the secondary energy, we've got the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords can often mean defeat. You can see the individual there is walking away in the staircase there, not looking too happy. And it can also mean kind of going against the crowd or not having a lot of folks on your side. In the Rider-Waite, it's depicted by having a man who looks like he's kind of snickering or, you know, having a laugh over someone else's misfortune. It's funny, the more you look at these cards, the more you see about them, the little details that you maybe overlooked the last time you saw them. All right, here's our feminine. We have the Queen of Pentacles. She's the most valuable card in the deck, or female in the deck, and she's often seen as somebody who has her shit together. She can be a little bit of a gold digger, so got to make sure we're not going so far as to be materialistic. And then we also have, as far as the Queen of Pentacles is concerned, stability. The Pentacles suit is going to, in general, talk about finances, money, career, stability, and if we're talking about somebody who's gone through something as difficult as the Five of Swords, and now she's being represented by the Queen of Pentacles, she's gotten over whatever this feeling of failure was, and set her sights on something in the future, so she's moving forward. All right, so let's actually move on to another deck. I've got the Ghost Tarot out. Haven't used that one in a while, and feels like the right one for today. That's too many. All right, Spirit, let's hear more about what's happened between the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Just from these 4 cards, it definitely seems like this king has had to really kind of consider or ponder the events. So it's possible he's the one who has hurt this Queen of Pentacles. All right, so we've got Temperance in the reverse. So a little bit harder to see the Ghost Tarot because we're working with ghosts, but this is Temperance, and you can tell that by the way it is. Sorry, I love that joke. There's often, the idea of balance represented by water in the Temperance card. So you're going to find that in general, the mood being communicated is the idea of fairness. You might have to decide how to invest your time, how to invest your money, but the idea being, you want to make sure that you're dividing those resources the way that they should be. And if it's in the reverse, then we know that that's not what's happening, or that's not what happened in the past. When it's so early on in my reading and we're not identifying the energies, generally we're talking about things that have already happened, and then when we get towards the end, we're talking about what's going to happen. All right, so we've got the 4 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. I just heard the word redemption in my head. Normally, the 4 of Wands card for me is a card of celebration, much like a wedding ceremony. In some depictions of the 4 of Wands, you'll even see the little fence or the, archway from the 10 of Cups. So the happy ending. But we've got it coming out here with the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is like, you made your bed, now you get to lay in it. Somebody who tried really hard, or, they made the choices that placed things the way that they are. So instead of seeing this 4 of Wands as a card of marriage or celebration, I'm more seeing it as redemption, or almost kind of like it's cool, I'll be fine, whoever did what they did, they're the ones who actually lost out. And the last 2 cards here, we've got the 4 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. It's an interesting combination. The 4 of Pentacles will often speak to somebody who has an emotional attachment or something they're unwilling to let go of, even though it's probably not serving a purpose in their life any longer. And the Knight of Swords speaks to fast movement. You can just see that with the illustration in the card. There's definitely some motion depicted there. It can sometimes mean somebody who's bringing truth, because the sword does speak to clarity or truth. So it sounds like we've got somebody who held on to the truth, didn't want to admit to it. It blew up in their face. And now they're reaping the, not rewards, but the disappointments of that. Sorry, I'm also looking at the Knight of Swords. There's a moon in the background. If you've watched a couple of my videos, I pay very close attention to the moon. Obviously, we're talking about the Ghost Tarot, so there is going to be a little bit of a darker theme with them, much like the Edgar Allan Poe. But in this situation, especially since we were just talking about somebody holding on to the truth, and then we've got somebody moving quickly with the moon in the background, this is somebody who has a secret to tell you. They held on to it for too long, they saw negative consequences for not telling you the truth, and now they feel pressure to bring that truth to you. Something I just noticed too on this Five of Swords, you can see there's two swords that have been left in the pathway that this individual has walked that's on the stairs. And there's actually two individuals connected by that random eyeball. But what I was really trying to say is you can see that there are floating hands at the bottom that are holding on to the three remaining swords, indicating to me that there was somebody manipulating the situation who knew what the end result would be if these crimes were committed or offenses were committed. What's going to happen in the future? So as I was just asking the question, I'm not sure if this is more of a current situation as far as these two cards, or if we're already looking into the future. But it seems like this could be very recent, or now, or very soon. This is the Eight of Cups walking away, and Three of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups can often speak to a celebration. It can also mean a third party. So that could apply, but it doesn't have to be the case. That doesn't have to be what was the root of the dishonesty, but you can see there's a moon in the background. I see that as the reason that she's walking away. So with the Three of Cups in reverse, somebody is very unhappy about whoever's walking away. It would make a lot of sense to me that that would put someone in the hermit mode in terms of having some things to think about. What could I have done differently? All right, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Sorry, I got lost in the picture. All right, so we've got Pentacles again, as I was saying, is slow movement. You can see the horse is not moving, it's standing still. This can mean that somebody is bringing a gift or bringing stability. I get more of a feeling that this is saying this hermit process of considering what you've done wrong and what you should do next or how you should apologize. That's what's causing the slow movement with bringing the truth. I think Page of Swords generally means there could be some good news coming in. This does not feel like good news. However, it can be quite helpful or even freeing to have the truth once you've been denied it for so long. Let's get one more card, please, Spirit. What does the Queen of Pentacles have to look forward to? So we have death, again with the moon, in the reverse. This speaks to not changing. So the rejection of true love, the ending, being left out in the cold, bad news, and the nightmares. Those are all to tell you that this is not your person. Alright, so let's hear a little bit more about what's around the corner. Let's see. This is the Santa Muerte deck. I figured it pairs nicely, being, you know, a skull-based tarot, to pair nicely with the Ghost Tarot. Alright, well that was the message of hope I was looking for. So this Queen of Pentacles, the feminine energy, I assume that's you. Or if you're a cross-watcher, good work, man. Look what you messed up. This Queen of Pentacles is also a High Priestess. And you can see she's got a book in front of her. She is quite knowledgeable, but she's also known for being perceptive. So she will take the learnings from this situation. She will apply them to future relationships or encounters. And with the strength that she has re-fortified, she will have victory. So, just as a quick recap, that was the High Priestess, the Strength card, and the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands card is a great card. You can see we've got a skeleton using a, is it scythe? To cut down some beautiful flowers. And it's an odd pairing, but works quite nicely when we have this last card of the Ghost Tarot being Death, obviously using a scythe. To me, this is saying, I'm going to take that pain that I have endured, I'm going to be stronger, and I'm going to use it to become victorious. Pretty awesome. Pretty badass. I hope you have a leather jacket. Oh, and for those of you that have noticed, I invested in something to hold the phone over the cards. So once I have the ambition to figure out how to do the dual view, you'll be able to see the cards a little bit better instead of just me holding them up for you. So Future State, Wicked Wands Tarot. Thank you, as always, for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. And if you're interested in a personal reading, you can reach me at wickedwandstarot@gmail.com, or you can find daily readings on Instagram at Wicked Wands Tarot. Pretty easy. So thanks again. Have a great rest of your day. And that's it.